Hello, YouTube! We're on the real programming channel about HTML and CSS, and I am its host. My name is Andrei. I greet you. Welcome on my channel. This is our lesson 90. We'll talk about test drive the table. Let's go start. Make the changes to the table in Journal HTML and give it a test run. Take a look at the table, think about exactly what are you doing at the table. You're using HTML to specify the certain cells should take up more than one row. And to do that, you're removing the TD. TD is they are displacing. Now we got a great looking table that doesn't have any redundant information in it and looks good too. There are no dumb questions. You said you can have table data span columns too. You sure can. Just add the colspan attribute to your TD element and specify the number of columns. Unlike the row span, when you span columns, you remove table data elements that are in the same row, since you are spanning columns, not rows. Can I have a col span and row span in the same TD? You sure can. Just make you sure just the other TDs in the table you do account for both the row and the column spans in other rows words. You'll need to remove the corresponding number of TDs from the same row and from the column. Do you really think this row span look better? Well, they certainly reduce the amount of information in the table, which is usually a good thing. And if you're looking at a few tables out there in the real world, you'll find that row span and col span are quite common, so it's great to be able to do them in HTML. But if you liked the table better before, feel free to change your HTML and go back to the previous version. 4 out of 5 stars, I know my dinners, and that was a solid 5 stars rating. You better change that in the table. Trouble in Paradise. It looks like we got a disagreement of the dinner rating for August 27th, and while we could ask Tony and the test to come to a consensus, why should we? We got tables and we should be able to get another rating in there. But how? We don't really want to add yet another entry just for test's review. Why don't we do it like this? Why not put both their ratings in the table? That way we get more accurate information. Hold on, that looks like a table within a table. That's because it is, but nested tables in HTML are straightforward. All you need to do is put another table element inside a TD. How do you do that? You create a symbol table to represent both Tony's and the test's ratings together, and when you have that working, put it inside the table cell that now holds Tony's 4/5 rating. Let's give it a try. First, delete all rating that represented Tony's rating. Let's go find this truth or consequences. Rating test not okay, not our code. I will show you new code. So let's look on our new code and put a table and its place. This is should be deleted. The place this table holds 2 dinner ratings, one for Tess and one for Tony. We're using table headings for their names and data cells for their ratings. Okay, that's driving the nested table. Go ahead and type in the new table. Tables are easier to mistype, so make sure you validate and then reload your page. You should see the new nested table. Whoa, looking nice! Only that background really is a bit much for a nested table. Let's keep the name as bold, but take off the background color. Brain barbell. It's time to fall back on all that training you've done. What you need to do is change the table heading background color for just Tony and Tess, and do it without changing the background of the main table's headings. Now, how? You need to find a selector that selects only the nested table headings. We want to change the background color of nested table headers to white. Determine the selector to select only the nested table headings element. Okay, overriding the CSS for the nested table headings. You can target the element, the th element in the nested table using a descendant selector. Add a new rule to your CSS that uses the table th. And table th selector to change the background color of nested table headers to white. Look on new picture. Okay, and then I will show you new code. Now save the changes to your journal CSS file and reload. Now the th in the nested table has a white background, but notice it still has a hold font weight since we didn't override that property. There are no dumb questions. I used the class to solve the brain barbell. I created a class called nested table and assigned each table heading do it. Then I created a rule like this. Is that an okay solution too? There are lots of different ways to solve problems using CSS. Certainly your solution is an effective and perfectly valid way to use CSS. We'll just point out that by using the descendant selector instead, we didn't have to make any changes to your HTML. What if Tony and Tess keep adding reviews for dinner? Then for over every reviewing you would have to make sure and add the class to each th. With our solution the styling happens automatically. Brain power. You want Tony and Tess to have different background colors on their table rows, say blue and pink. Can you think of several ways to do that? Or not? Giving Tony's site the final polish. Tony's page is usually looking nice, yes, but there is one more area we haven't spent any time styling. Yet the list that contains the set of items B was preparing for his trip. And you'll find this in the list in this June 2nd entry. Check it out below. We're looking at just HTML snipped from the June 2nd entry. Here is the bottom of Tony's journal. HTML, remember, he's packing list and his first journal entry. Okay, And here's what the list looks like now. Okay, giving the list some style. We'll talk about this in the next lesson, and this is our 90 lesson are over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please. Subscribe, put likes, share with friends, and comment. Eat fruit, eat bananas, read more book. Probably in the evening, do exercise after you have done all the work. And that's all. Thank you. I like you. Bye.